So today we are exploring Fort Canning Hill. The history of Fort Canning Hill goes as far back as the 14th century. The story continues along the colonial era, and we also uncover the pivotal moments that happened on the hill during World War II. So we're going to enter through the entrance near Funan.
The garden behind me is Sang Nila Utama Garden. Sang Nila Utama is the legendary founder of Singapore. The Sang Nila Utama is the prince in Palembang. It's said that in 1200, he found this island and called it Singapura, which means Lion City. He crowned himself king and built a palace on this very hill. Over 150 years back, Fort Canning Hill is known as Bukit Larangan, which means the Forbidden Hill. It is believed that the spirits of the ancient kings buried here haunt this hill. According to Malay documents, one can hear eerie sounds over here. Sometimes there could even be drums and people shouting. So in 1819 to 1822, William Farquhar shattered this taboo. With his Malacca men, he went to the top of the hill, erected a flagpole, and renamed this the Singapore Hill. So behind me, you will see the Raffles house. When Raffles first built his house in the 1820s, the hill changed its name to the Government Hill. In his letter, Raffles wrote something along the line that lately they have built a small bungalow in the hill. Although it is of inconsiderable height, it has a great climate. And also, it has a beautiful view over here. With the arrival of the British in the 19th century, this hill becomes a strategic military site. So it was renamed as Fort Canning after the Viscount Charles John Canning. And the Fort Canning Centre behind me right now, it was originally constructed as the British Army Barracks.
We will be visiting the underground bunker, which is also known as the Battlebox. This is my first time visiting the Battlebox, so I'm actually pretty excited. So there are two kinds of experiences in the Battlebox. One is the basic experience, which is just the admission and it is free of charge. And the other one is the enhanced experience with the admission, the audio tour, projection rooms, and the negative glasses. This bunker is unique in Asia as it is built for the Malaya Command to conduct strategic planning in the event of war. The first Japanese invaders had landed on 7 February 1942, and British Prime Minister Winston Churchill had given his troops the order to fight the Japanese till the very end. On 11 February 1942, Lieutenant General Percival shifted headquarters to the Fort Canning bunker. In the later stages of the battle for Singapore, the Japanese were bombing the central area of Singapore, including the Fort Canning Hill. This forces the personnel into the bunker. During this period of time, there were 500 officers and men in the bunker. The ventilation was inadequate and the staff here have to work under very unpleasant conditions. But by the morning of 15 February 1942, just a week after the first invasion, our food, water, and ammunition supplies were about to collapse. At 9:30 a.m. 15 February 1942, Percival held a conference in this very bunker to discuss the war situation. In light of the circumstances, the decision was made to surrender to the Japanese. And hence, Singapore had fallen. During the Japanese occupation, the Japanese forces used the Fort Canning bunker for communications.
And that's it. That's our historic recap on Fort Canning Hill. And till the next time, keep exploring and stay curious. And now we're going to find some food for lunch around this area. So there's this cafe known as Le Jardin Cafe, and it seems to be pretty popular on Google reviews. So we're gonna check it out.